Hello, I'm Dr. Larry Komer of the Komer Clinics, and I want to talk to you about our team. Dr. Patrick Quaid, what does he do? Visual processing. Do you know that 99% of concussions have visual processing issues? I've had people that weren't able to read after their concussion, and you think, well, that's hopeless. It isn't with Dr. Quaid. So what are the problems we see? Difficulties reading. He's got a team that helps. Reading and remembering. I have people say, I read that, I went away, I come back, I have no idea what I read. That's common. You can see the words, but you don't know what they mean or the sentences, and all of that's visual processing, and it's all fixable. Because if it weren't, so many of my patients' days would stay black because they can't do their normal jobs, they can't learn in school. So what sort of things do we see? I had problems going into a grocery store. Why? Sensory overload. All these packages, I think I went in for sugar, but these packages are almost vibrating and saying, buy me, and I can't tell one from another, and I feel like vomiting, and I got out of there and found out that's from my head injuries, that's from being hit from behind in 4 car accidents and shaking my brain up, and that was fixable. Quaid got that better. He got my son reading in 2 months after a difficult concussion, and Quaid's group got him reading. I was talking to patients and I hear their problem and it sounds hopeless, but I went through this one for visual processing. I told doctors over 30 some odd years and 28 doctors about my head injury and nobody could help. And I said that basically I'm exhausted looking at this computer screen. Well, that can't happen. Well, it does. No, that can't happen, they tell me. And what happens is with that computer screen, if you have post-concussion syndrome like I had and so many of my patients had, your brain goes through the same amount of energy in 30 minutes as you do running 3 miles. Well, all day on the screen was the equivalent of running a marathon of energy, and I had trouble walking out to my car. Why am I so tired? That is a solvable problem. That's a visual processing problem. That's the kind of problem that Dr. Quaid's clinic fixes. I love his book, Learning to See, Seeing to Learn. There's a person in every class that's labeled ADHD, they're fidgety. Why are those kids fidgety? Because some of them can't read. And he solved their reading problem, and suddenly they aren't ADHD anymore. They don't fidget because they learn how to read. And this is for the rest of their life. So that's an integral part of the practice that we have that we can send our concussion patients to that have visual processing issues.